All right, I hope everybody can hear me. Um, I know my kind of a mess. I gotta clean it up. Don't please don't mind it. So of course this is kind of like a little setup, I guess, here down in the room. Um, but yeah, we got Raw NXT reviews, and we about to do it, man. Again, I'll get to the. That's a mess. So everybody, how you guys doing so far? I mean, I'm live, but we here to talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw. We about to here. We here to talk about fucking NXT. So when we get into it, jump right into it. There's not much to talk about on this, I guess episode as much. There's only really like two things I'll discuss afterwards, but nothing really important. So we thought SummerSlam was going to be we thought Raw was going to be the best show ever, especially after SummerSlam. It wasn't. It's a disappointment. Raw stinks. I didn't even want I'll tell you this right now. I barely watched Raw. Surprisingly, I only caught a few matches, but I barely watched Raw. Barely watched it. And the reason was because it stinked. Like, right in the beginning, it fucking stunk. It reeked. Just like my room. It's so messed up, it reeks. Where's the fucking, fabric softener? Shit. Where's the Febreze, man? Where's the Febreze? Where is the Febreze? We start off with, of course, Bobby Lashley coming out here and talking about, or MVP talking for him, actually. People booing fucking Lashley. I don't know if they're going to continue with fucking Goldberg, Bobby Lashley, and that type of shit. But, if they do, the fuck is the point, man? I'd rather watch SmackDown, first off. Rather watch SmackDown. Great show. It's going to have it's going to have great moments. It's going to have Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch. Oh, my God, SmackDown's on fire, man. SmackDown's on fire. They're putting everybody on that 2-hour show. You see, now I really think SmackDown's trying to compete with AEW. But you know what? Let's move forward. We had Damian Priest come out and interrupt MVP and Bobby Lashley. And he challenged him to a match. Bobby Lashley was in his suit, but Damian Priest wanted a match, and well, MVP gave it to him. So Bobby Lashley went back, got changed, came right back out, wrestled for a bit, and then it ended in a fucking disqualification. And then Sonya Deville and fucking Adam Pearce restarted the match after Drew McIntyre came out to help Damian Priest on the 201 Assault and made it a tag team match. So, oh my God. Yeah, I do love the tag team match. Hell, I love the idea of Bobby Lashley versus Damian Priest, though. I will not lie about that. But how are you going to end in disqualification? Had Sheamus come out maybe earlier and then do the tag team match. What the fuck? My God. My word. It doesn't matter because Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest defeated Bobby Lashley and Sheamus. I love the match. And I love the idea of Bobby Lashley and fucking Damian Priest, but you ain't got to do it like that. You ain't had to have them wrestle for 3 minutes before Sheamus hopped in the ring and fucking destroyed everybody. That's first off. Then you get Drew McIntyre out here, who should not be feuding with Bobby Lashley. Again, we've already seen that on different occasions. But, if we're setting up, Drew and, my God, man. My word. If you're setting up, Drew and Sheamus, maybe, in a little program, you already did that, kind of, Moving forward. I stopped watching after this. But then I came back down here, turned it on my computer. Karrion Kross and his new, Lord Tensai gimmick, they really don't know what to do with him. They really don't. They take the title off him and then just put him on Raw. It's yeah, sure, whatever. Karrion Kross took on fucking Ricochet, and yeah, it only lasted for about 5 minutes, or if not less. But again, I'd say they had a good match. They had a good match. I think it was a good idea to put those two together again, new people against each other. But it was bad. Karrion Kross was winning this. He wasn't going to lose to Ricochet. Are you fucking kidding me? We got Moist, America's Moist, Johnny Drip Drip, his Moist TV with special guest Logan Paul, and this man got booed out of the. This man got booed, and I didn't even watch it. He got booed when I was like, I'm gonna take a break from watching Raw. I came right back on. It was already Miz versus Xavier. So why don't you get into that? Miz versus Xavier Woods, and I thought we were gonna get a tag team match, but unfortunately we didn't. We only got Miz versus Xavier. So once there's been teased that they're gonna break him up, and they did, and that's something I did like. It was a callback. I wish they did I wish they did a callback. I wish he did his move before the reality check to make a callback to the time that he actually turned on him, and we could compare the two side to side. They're both on Raw, surprisingly. But yeah, Xavier Woods rolled up. Most devastating move of all, supposed to say it. Rolled up the Miz. 1, 2, 3. And Xavier Woods doing I guess, and I this is my opinion, a semi great bad guy in cosplay. I like it. So yeah, he rolls him up, quick roll up, 1, 2, 3. Xavier Woods gets the victory over the Miz, and well, right here, of course, the Miz then attacks his best friend, attacks John Morrison, instantly goes in for the fucking drip stick and just fires it off and then drops and just fucking attacks and wheel on him. I like that, so I guess that's good about Raw. I mean, just a little bit, the shit here. Man, this show must have a lot of disqualifications because next up was Mansoor versus fucking Jinder Mahal, and you had Mansoor win against Mahal via disqualification. So what are we doing here? What are we accomplishing? What are we accomplishing, Raw? You had one disqualification in the fucking beginning of the show. Now you have it right here in the middle. Like, make up your fucking mind. Come on. More promo packaging for fucking Elias. New gimmick for him. But regardless, this match fucking... Oh my god. What the fuck? This is bullshit. Disqualification City, man. That doesn't even fit well. Charlotte cut a promo. And we got a tease to our next matchup at Extreme Rules. It will be none other than motherfucking Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship. Almost a SmackDown because we know that Becky won it, and they're going to set up Becky versus Charlotte at Survivor Series. About to say SummerSlam. Get it together. Damn. So I guess they're going to do the horror show gimmick again. The horror show at Extreme Rules. Did not like the name whatsoever. Still don't like it today if they do it again. But again, they're still doing Alexa Bliss versus Charlotte for the Raw Women's Championship at Extreme Rules. So I gotta go Charlotte. If it comes down to that match, I'm gonna say Charlotte retains because again, we know Alexa Bliss has been getting the wins because of her hoodoo magic. Nah, this queen is she's gonna retain. She's gonna retain. Or they give it to Alexa Bliss and then they have the queen next right on Raw the next day, fucking instantly boom. Oh, another title run. Another title run. No, let's try to beat Ric Flair. Let's try to beat John Cena. Fucking ridiculous. Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash earlier in the day actually decided, hey, Nikki went up to fucking Rhea and was like, hey, you want to be my tag partner? Try to stop the evil Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. And she's like, well, I kind of had some beef with Nia Jax. So, yeah, sure, we'll do it. Let's talk about that match. Because that match was all right. I'm not going to say it's bad. It was all right. I mean, Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler could do a little bit better, but overall, it was a good match, and that's all it will ever be. It's good. Because I love all women in here. I love all the women in this match. Nia Jax, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, fucking Nikki Ash. I think they ruined the Nikki Ash character, though. And I will tell you how. She won the Money in the Bank briefcase. At first, I was pissed off at this. You guys even saw my reaction during the Money in the Bank ladder match. I was like, what the fuck? I wanted Liv Morgan to win. She's She's been hinting at the Money in the Bank on fucking Twitter for like, you don't know how long. You don't give it to her. But yeah, you give it to Big E. So, again, I don't think Big E's winning the Royal Rumble in 2022. I think in the women's match for the Royal, I think that in the women's Royal Rumble match of 2022, Liv Morgan will win that match. And I think she deserves to win that match because she didn't win the Money in the Bank briefcase. So she should win the Royal Rumble. And if she doesn't, I'm going to lose my shit on Twitter. I'm going to fucking literally like tag WWE in here. And I'm going to talk about how are you going to not put Liv Morgan as Money in the Bank and then make her not win the Royal Rumble? We're not even at Royal Rumble. And I'm just sticking ahead to the future. So WWE, if you ever decide to hear me out and listen, I think the whole crowd, I think the people who love Liv Morgan and everybody who wants to see Liv Morgan succeed, give the people what they want. They want Liv Morgan to win. They want to see her succeed. You made a whole fucking documentary about her and you're not having her win jack shit. I don't even know if we're going to see her on TV this week. And I love Liv Morgan. Again, she's my favorite woman in the WWE today, alongside with Cesaro in the men's. But I think that's about to change because they haven't put Cesaro on TV either. But continuing on this match, it was good. All I got to say. Then we end Raw with a celebration for RK Bro, their tag team championships, and he gets a scooter. Randy gets a fucking scooter, guys, and it says RK Bro on it, and it's Randy Orton scooter. I think it says Randy Orton on there too, but he gets it for him, and Randy's not pleased about this. But AJ comes out. I don't know where the fuck Amos is. AJ came out, wanted to fight Riddle. Gonna take on AJ Styles for the 40th. Oh my god! For the longest, like, why? How? Why and how? How are we just gonna fucking, have him face each other like again? Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? A lot of backstage shit. We also got forgot to mention. Actually, yeah, I saw it. It was supposed to be a fucking 24/7 title defense. I forgot to mention this before we get on to Riddle and AJ. I know we jumped right into it, but 24/7 championship defense was supposed to happen, and it didn't fucking happen. I love R-Truth. I love Kira Tozawa. I love fucking Reginald, but there was no title defense. So what was the point of that whole thing? Again, like I said, I think that with the 24/7 championship, play that 24/7 out. Let it go around places. If you want to actually have a title match, 24/7 title match, make it happen in the ring. Hell, you want backstage interviews or promos with fucking, or if you want promos, you do it in the ring. Matches in the ring. You want backstage interviews in the back, But the titles should change, and should just, be chased after. Wherever, use the 24/7 rule. You do something with the title, and this I think is the start. I think they're going different places. We've already seen that fucking park like twice already. Switch it up. Go somewhere else. Hell, go inside of fucking Dairy Queens or go inside of a fucking do something different. Like, go different places. Stop staying in one place. You know what I mean? Okay. Riddle and AJ. We've seen this so many fucking times. Riddle defeats AJ again, but again, I like this match, so I guess it's all right. It's all right. I mean, Randy. The one highlight of this match too was Randy hitting fucking Amos with the his new scooter. Randy, use the scooter. Hit Amos with it. Randy hits Amos with the scooter. I think he even tried RKOing fucking the Giant. I think he even tried RKOing him, but I don't think it worked. But yeah, he fucking hits AJ with the Bro Derek and picks up the victory in this match. That leads us to the end of Raw. That's it. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There was only 7 matches. 7 matches on this card. When usually they do more than that, But they filled up most of the time with fucking backstage interviews, promos, and whatnot. And Eva Marie and Doudrop and all that, I don't fucking care about that. The only thing that keeps me kind of entertained with the whole, with Raw, the only thing that keeps me entertained with Raw is probably RK Bro. but not even that could hold up. They need new challengers. They really do. I think RK Bro needs to be in a feud or in a tag team match or somewhat with, I think, Mansoor and Ali. I think they need to be there. So if they do Mansoor and Ali taking on fucking Shanky and Veer, like, this is ridiculous. That's going to be fucking bad. That's going to be bad. Just looking at it, it's going to be fucking horrible. It might be a good match. Like, they're high flyers. They could put on some good shit. But, like, Mansoor and Ali should be the one to take on RK Bro for the tag team titles. Not AJ and Amos again at, Extreme Rules. Of course, AJ and Amos will not win. But yeah, and then also, again, we have to, consider AJ and where he's going next. Like, where is AJ going? Like, what's next for the 40-year-old man? Or 45, or I don't know how old he is. I know he's 40. But what's next for him? Because, of course, we know that, his contract is coming up. And I think he'll renew it. I think he'll renew it. And at WrestleMania of next year, he'll take on Triple H. He'll be in a feud with Triple H, and that'll be his last. I think AJ Styles, like, that will be both end of their matches. Like, that's what they wanted to do this year's WrestleMania, but they didn't do it. And I don't know how Triple H will feel about doing it next WrestleMania. I think it'd be nice to have AJ versus Triple H. Have Triple H have his last match be against AJ Styles. Have AJ Styles' last match against Triple H. I think that's perfect. It helps both men's career. We can have AJ retire, because AJ's talked about retirement, I think. And Triple H talked about, retiring. Which I think it already has. The 25th anniversary of him came up, last year. So, again, that brings us to the end of the Raw. So I don't know how. I think Raw stinked. I think Raw sucked. It was just, again, Raw is a roller coaster. So now we got to talk about NXT. So before we talk about NXT, if you haven't already, please, please, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like, comment down below, turn on those post notifications so you'll never miss any wrestling content from the Logical Predictor. Raw completely stinked. It had nothing, no news. It just had some ups, downs, fucking, it's a roller coaster. It's just going up, down, with some turns and curves and fucking everything. All right, with enough of that bullshit, let's talk about what happened at fucking NXT today. Or yesterday. Hit Row was going to take on Legado del Fantasma, and I was excited for this match. If you guys didn't know, I got 2 retweets, 5 likes on my comment. I said, Hit Row versus Legado del Fantasma versus Hit Row, or Hit Row versus Legado del Fantasma. Sierra Epico. It means it will be epic. I think it, and everybody agree with me. I even had retweeted Santos Escobar's post, and I think it was really interesting. I really the man has liked my comments before, and I really love Santos Escobar. Like, in NXT, Santos Escobar is probably my favorite wrestler in NXT. I like his whole, I don't know what's it gives me. And I know it's gonna sound very weird. You guys are probably gonna be like, no way. It gives me Eddie Guerrero. It gives me Eddie Guerrero vibes. It really does. It gives me Eddie Guerrero vibes. I don't know what it is. His men, I mean, his Raul Mendoza, and fucking Joaquin Wilde. They remind me a little Chavos. Ooh, Chavo. I love that opening. It's just so funny. Ooh, Chavo. He gives me Eddie Guerrero vibes. I mean, it's just simple like that, He just give me that. So let's move forward. We opened up. I didn't watch the opening because I was, chilling with my friends. But we opened up with Cameron Grimes and Ted DiBiase as they are going to. I gotta say it, guys. They're headed to the moon. Yep, they're gonna go straight to the moon and stay there. He literally he's been watching too many honeymooners. Anyway, they just celebrate after defeating LA Knight, and then by the, within the day of it, fucking Cameron Grimes kind of finds out that he got a replica belt. It's not actually the fucking $20 million championship. Ted DiBiase kind of took it from him. Money. And speaking of money, that shit was raining. That shit was flying on everybody. Everybody picked it up, and if you just look at it, it just has the $1 Million Man. I loved NXT Takeover 36. It was the best NXT Takeover ever, like ever. There are some other NXT like takeovers that can match up to it, but this one was fucking great. The highlight, the match of that night was, again, the faces that are on the result video for fucking Takeover 36. Ilya Dragunov and Walter, they killed it. Ilya Dragunov becoming the new NXT UK champion. He has perseverance. I love the fucking man. But enough about that. We gotta move on to our first match of the evening. Ridge Holland defeated Toothless Timmy. Defeated Toothless Timmy. And my God, we had a return of Danny Burke. Like, my God, this is a stable. This is stable right now. Danny Burke, Pete Dunn, Oney Lorcan, and fucking Ridge Holland. My God. So I guess we're gonna get Birch and Lorcan back in a tag team match. But next week, we're going to get Ridge Holland taking on Tommaso Ciampa. And I will get back to why that match will be happening later down here. We had the return of Casey Canizaro and Kaden Carter. You know, they teamed up and were back on TV, and they actually defeated Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. But by the end of this, after taking the loss, backstage, they actually got approached. I don't know if it was in an interview or if it was actually on NXT, but they got approached by Mandy Rose, and they are joining, I guess, the Mandy Rose stable. And I hope we don't do Frankie Monette versus Raquel Gonzalez just yet. Again, I feel like with Dakota Kai taking the loss, maybe she might just get called up to the NXT roster, Dakota Kai, and maybe on SmackDown, and that fits perfectly with Dakota Kai, I think. But you also have, I want to make this very clear, you also have Kaylee Ray, which we will talk about right now. Kaylee Ray defeated Valentina Feroz, and yeah, I think this is going to be Raquel Gonzalez's challenge. I think at whatever next, maybe in a couple of weeks from now, or at the next pay-per-view of NXT, which I will be watching, we will see Kaylee Ray take on Raquel Gonzalez for the NXT Women's Championship. In the meantime, for Frankie Monet, we should actually have Frankie Monet face Mandy Rose. The pretty, the glamorous versus the pretty. Frankie Monet is the heel in this, but again, Mandy Rose needs to form her stable. She needs to look hard. Again, she approached, Frankie Monet one time, wasn't interested. So again, this could be their start of the feud. I think that's a perfect start, pretty versus glamorous. Plus, Frankie Monet also uses the glam slam. So fucking come on. So, that was a good match. Samoa Joe's reign, third NXT title reign, begins in chaos. And why? Because we want to find out who is facing Samoa Joe. Originally, I told my cousin that depending on if Samoa Joe wins or loses, I feel like the next competitor should be, if he renews his contract, which we will get into, Adam Cole, baby. They all, had it right back there, but I guess not, all Coquina Clutch and shit. But no, there was another person I did forget about, and I thought that this was interesting. Pete Dunn, Samoa Joe, my God, both of them. I think Pete Dunn is Samoa Joe's next challenge, and I think that's a perfect one, especially with the uncertainty of Adam Cole. If he's going to sign back with the WWE, or if he's going to, departure, or if he, whatever he decides to do. But I think WWE is going to keep Adam Cole. I don't know if he's going on the main roster, and if he does, I think he should go to Raw. But he looks better on NXT. He really does. He makes you should, again, I think with this, if WWE, if you do sign Adam Cole back, I think a best portrayal of him would be the badass, and I feel like once we're done with the Pete Dunne, Samoa Joe, add in Adam Cole, get, the get the undisputed man himself, Adam Cole, boom, against Samoa Joe, because they both had great careers. They both, we can say Samoa Joe was the dominator of, NXT in the early days, and then in the early days of NXT, and then you got Adam Cole who carried NXT on his fucking back like like the baby he is. But no, we had three people come out. We had Pete Dunne first. Then we got LA Knight for some odd reason. I don't know why the fuck you're putting him in the world title match. That does not work. I don't know. Against something. Then you got fucking Kyle O'Reilly got beat the fuck up, bruised ribs and everything. So they go at each other. But here's what I was talking about with Ridge Holland and Tommaso Ciampa. So when Pete Dunne came out, he's in the ring and we were going to get an attack, Tommaso Ciampa came out of fucking nowhere and blasted Pete Dunne to the corner and started beating his ass. And Ridge Holland had to come out and stop him, So you had Tommaso Ciampa knocked out. I mean, Samoa Joe was trying to take out, other people. You had Kyle O'Reilly and fucking LA Knight, I guess, fighting. I mean, you had Samoa Joe knock LA Knight down. I don't think Kyle O'Reilly was anywhere near in that match. I thought Adam Cole was going to come out and fucking like chair shot, the ribs of O'Reilly. But we didn't see Adam Cole anywhere. And NXT's been talking about a big shift up. So this is, again, with this NXT rebuild, I mean, this is how they're going to rebuild NXT, I guess. If you want to rebuild NXT, you go back to the early days, 1 hour fucking shows. And I think 1 hour wrestling fits perfectly. It really does. You could do a lot in 1 hour. You could have 3 matches in 1 hour, and then fucking, like, you could have 4 matches in 1 hour. Hell, you could use the, last bit of TV time to just get that all in there. 4 matches with some backstage promo. Like, you could do it. You could do, but with the fact that you have so many titles and the fact that, again, NXT wants to compete with fucking AEW, failed. Carmelo Hayes defeats Odyssey Jones in the NXT Breakout Tournament finale. Yes, I wanted Odyssey Jones to win, but Carmelo Hayes fits perfectly. I mean, again, Odyssey Jones going to be a big guy in the top, but once we get Hit Row, once we get fucking, Santos Escobar and Hit Row and their feud, all that done, I think Carmelo Hayes will go for the North American Championship. I think so. I really do. And that means, and again, if Odyssey Jones is a big man, he should be up on the main roster. He should, not on the main roster. He should be up in the NXT title picture. But yeah, I think Hayes will pick. I think Hayes championship wise, or he could team up with Odyssey Jones, win the tag team championships. That'd be perfect too. But I'm gonna say that he's gonna go for the North American Championship. I mean, he also could go for the Cruiserweight. That's a possibility too. But I'm saying North American because that's a big title. You had, I'm going to botch this name, Exon Quinn defeat Boa. It was an all right match. It was probably by a roll-up or whatnot. But it's whatever. We get to our main event, the epic match that we're going to get. We get Hit Row, Legado del Fantasma. I wanted Hit Row in the first, like when I first I wanted Hit Row to win, But I was like, wait a minute. This is a feud. So the only way we continue this feud is if Legado del Fantasma wins. And with all the hype around this, and my tweets and building it up and, having fucking, Santos Escobar like my shit, it's only fitting that, they win. So Legado del Fantasma wins this match after a surprise return by Elektra Lopez. I think I'm botching her name. She appears and she actually evens the odds with bringing a fucking pole and hitting B-Fab with it. And then handing the fucking rod to Isaiah Swerve Scott to then get distracted and give the referee back. And then a roll up from the man himself, Santos Escobar. 1, 2, 3, pulls it off and will likely get a NXT North American Championship match. This was a good episode of NXT, actually. We didn't see Adam Cole. We think we barely got to see Diamond Mine. Ilya Dragunov will be returning next week to NXT to actually, address the NXT universe. You got many people. It's just, oh my god, I fucking love it. I love NXT. I really do. If I was to give you guys my rating, if I was to do a new rating process where I will rate Raw based off of how it went, and NXT, I think out of 10 for Raw, I'm gonna give it a 5. I'm gonna keep it like that, half, because it was good, but it also was bad. So Raw gets a 5 out of 10 rating in my eyes. For NXT, keep doing what you're doing. I mean, again, I think as it is right now, it's not where it needs to be. I think it deserves a good 80. I think 80, 75, 80 around there, or 7, 8 around there out of 10. I don't know why I said 80. I think percentage, but yes, 8 out of 10, or like 7.5, 8 out of 10, around there. And then SmackDown, my God, I don't know. I think SmackDown's like, there are days when SmackDown will get 9 to like 10 out of 10. Nailed it. There's some things we need to talk about, though. That was the end of NXT. Hope you guys, like that review. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Please, be appreciated. Now let's talk about something that I put on here, and I think that two things before I get off here. I know it's short. So, first off, I want to talk about WWE offering Adam Cole a new contract. So I don't know if this was announced, but this is rumored that Adam Cole, or WWE went, to Adam Cole and you want to give him a new contract. Adam Cole, as of right now, from news sources, don't know where these sources are, but of course the news sources, it is reported that Adam Cole is 100% a free agent. So he is not signed with WWE, nor has he signed with AEW. So he is not with AEW, but he is also not with WWE. So he's a free agent right now. So again, the one thing that is still still there is Adam Cole. Yep, Adam Cole is still with WWE, but he's technically not. He's a free agent, but again, he still has to work out. He still has to decide what he wants. And I think, for this, we all shouldn't pester Adam Cole about, what are you going to choose? You're going to go to AEW, you're going to go to WWE. I think it should take some time, maybe give him a week and let him, think about what he wants to do. Maybe I think Britt Baker talking, if Britt Baker can get Adam Cole into AEW like that, like right out the way, Britt Baker, champion already, she can go to fucking Tony Khan and be like, hey, Tony Khan, my boyfriend wants to join AEW. Is that okay? His name is Adam Cole. You probably seen him in, another industry, another company. But he would like to come to AEW. Is that okay? Is that fine? You could do something, and Tony Khan would most definitely want, real life couples to be in AEW. Like, look at Cody Rhodes and Brandy. Like, that's just one. We don't know if Lana is gonna come in here, Miro's wife. But again, if they acquire Adam Cole, AEW, there's a big problem, a bruise. There's a problem on the horizon. And I will explain. But as of now, WWE has actually offered a new contract to Adam Cole, and he still hasn't made a decision yet, so he's still a free agent. I wanted to get that off the chest. So Adam Cole, still a free agent, has not signed with AEW nor WWE, but WWE has offered a contract, and Tony Khan actually has denied. I actually did say that Tony Khan offered a contract to Adam Cole. That he denied it. So I guess the rumors are not, he did not approach him and give him a contract to AEW yet. And it makes sense. Not yet, of course. Keyword yet, because Britt Baker could go to Tony Khan and get a contract for Adam Cole. So, the new thing that I watched. If you guys don't know, the YouTuber Pamela Productions, shout outs to you, and I 100% agree with you. By this. I'm sorry, voice cracked. My God, I need to grow the fuck up. Why do I agree with you? I agree with you when I watched your video about NXT or can AEW beat WWE in the ratings? I 100% agree. I agree. AEW will beat WWE in the ratings by the end of 2021. So we've already established, like AEW's established, they already beat NXT in ratings. But with CM Punk's return, it drew in so many fans on Rampage. It drew in more than it did on its debut of Rampage. So it went up to like 1.2 or million something. With Dynamite and with fucking many of the tickets being sold, and I guess the shows in Chicago being sold out, and CM Punk returning and being on Dynamite, AEW Dynamite is going to at least establish about 1.5, 1 point more, 1.7 or higher, even 2 mil views. That's scary. Because if that happens, they're basically on the level of Monday Night Raw's ratings or viewership, which is 1.5 or somewhere around there. So it is scary to look at that AEW Dynamite will, AEW will beat Monday Night Raw by the end of this year. I do think that. Will they beat SmackDown though? Hell no. Not now. Not now. No. They need to take a whole fucking year just to try to plan out what they want to do to try to beat SmackDown. SmackDown, right as of now, AEW will not beat, SmackDown in ratings because, hell, we just got the return of Brock Lesnar and Becky Lynch, and they're both on SmackDown. You also have likes of Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. You got other contenders up there too. Bianca Belair. You got other people out there looking for that opportunity. So I agree. AEW will beat Monday Night Raw in ratings, but not SmackDown. It's already beat NXT. So no, not SmackDown, but AEW will beat Raw in the ratings. Yes, they will. They will. They will. I promise you they will. And my God, if they want to compete with SmackDown, that means that they have to acquire the likes of CM Punk, which they already did. That's one. Daniel Bryan, I think we can already, confirm that Daniel Bryan signed with AEW, and we will see him at some point. Bryan Danielson, not Daniel Bryan, but Bryan Danielson. We have also assuming that they are going to acquire Bray Wyatt, and this is scary too. That was WWE's biggest mistake in their, life here. If they can also get Braun Strowman into fucking AEW, that is another scary thing too. But I don't know what he's going to do right now. But they already got they got Daniel Bryan, they got CM Punk, they get Daniel Bryan. The fourth person they could get is Adam Cole. The other person they could get is Ruby Soho with her whole runaway, thing, and you could see her, running, and then we got another, runaway thing where she, kind of took a car and, she kind of, was spacing out or whatnot. I don't know what's next for her. Driving. But yeah. And then you also got Buddy Murphy. And he said he actually put a date on the board, the end of August. By the end of August, he put a date, a cryptic date. He said 8/31/21, and that hasn't happened yet. We're almost to it. 6 days. A week. Yesterday marks a week before we get to see something from Buddy Murphy. Let me actually check something here. When is that day? When is the 31st of August? The 31st of August is on a Tuesday. So that could be the day that he is no longer on his, 30-day what's it or that, no compete clause. There was a 30-day no compete clause. He's already kind of served it, was it 3 months, complete clause or whatever the fuck case may be. But yeah, Buddy Murphy could actually show up at Impact. He could. Or he could come back to WWE and he could be on NXT because NXT is on a Tuesday. But yeah, if you go look at his Twitter, his background cover or image shows the date of 8/31/21, which he had to have made himself because come on. But again, AEW is on Wednesday, so maybe like after that day, like September 1st, 2021, AEW, and that's gonna be a great. I hope they make that show fucking great. And also September 1st is the day. Like I'm coming up on a year since I got my driver's license. It's crazy, man. Fucking crazy. But yeah, AWB is going to beat Raw in the ratings. I feel like you guys should actually go check out Pamela Productions' video. Can AEW beat WWE in the ratings? I think I believe they can. I think they can. Not SmackDown. No, not SmackDown right now because they already got Brock Lesnar and they got Becky Lynch. They're going to use them properly. But again, this is a game of cards. This is a game of poker. And if AEW plays their cards right, and I do think how he said it, Pamela Production said it, if they do play their cards right, they will beat Raw in the ratings. And if they do, like if they hold them cards close to their chest and play them properly, play the right ones, boom. You might just see AEW beat SmackDown. Like, and if that happens, my God, I don't know what's gonna happen with WWE. WWE's gonna need a whole shift in how they do shit. But AEW, my God. It's going to be on tonight. And then tomorrow, I will give you guys the new AEW review that I again announced. So AEW will be here on the channel. We will cover AEW Dynamite, what happened on there. I will also be talking about WWE theories on this video on tomorrow's video. And yeah, so again, those are what's going to happen. We're going to cover that. We're going to cover AEW. We're going to cover any news. Kind of same here, combine the two worlds together. I kind of, jokingly teased that I was going to take, W theories off. It's not happening. I'm going to keep W theories because a lot of you guys like it, but I'm going to change it up so that I can, because I haven't really been into doing the videos, but I want to make sure that I give it to you guys properly. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure that you guys get it with AEW Dynamite. And they don't have AEW does not have a website where I can just look up what happened. So I'm going to have to write down during the, watching the show, I'm going to have to write down who won and what, some of the things that happened. And then, some of the moves that went on or what we start with, any cool things and then how to end, So I'll have to write it down myself and then I will give you W theories. I don't remember if I did I don't remember if I did theories on my Talking Logic podcast. I think I put it in the title, but I no, I didn't because I was going to do it, this week. So, I updated the channel. So again, that's it. That's all I got today. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy your day. Get outside, have some fun. I mean, school is back in session over where I am. But again, I gotta still wait to hear if I got my job or not. Getting a job, I applied on last Friday, so hopefully I get it. But yeah, if you guys haven't subscribed, again, please hit the subscribe button, leave a like, comment down below, and turn on those post notifications so you'll never miss any wrestling content. I appreciate everybody that has showed up. So, and stay tuned. Stay tuned tomorrow, as I will give you coverage on AEW Dynamite and some WWE theories. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good day.